Johnson Jewelers is probably a pretty typical jewelry industry story. 4 generations. My wife's grandfather had a store. It was a watchmaker actually in Duluth, Minnesota. Had 3 sons that were watchmakers as well. Started out just at the bench fixing pocket watches back in those days. Then opened up a beautiful store in Duluth. His son, Ray Johnson, was out here in the Air Force as a young man. Saw a cute girl in the choir at church in Riverside and decided to stay in California. Well, people end their careers for a lot of different reasons. In my case, my wife has some health issues that kind of pushed us to decide to end the store that was actually very successful and I really loved doing. For most of my career, I've been getting mail from Wilkerson. It's a real cute envelope that's got an attractive retirement age couple looking out over the ocean. And about twice a year I'd get one of these letters and I'd just file it because I was never going to have a going out of business sale. Well, so I knew the name Wilkerson. They have been synonymous with closing the store sales for the whole 30 years I've been in the jewelry business. Obviously a sale like this is a really important decision. So I did a lot of the due diligence in selecting the company to help me. I called a lot of the references. I called a lot of the referrals that they had given me and talked to people. I spoke at length to the significant folks at Wilkerson, and everything just seemed to line up and make sense on the way that they did things and the way they approached it. But yeah, you've got to do your homework on these things, and the Wilkerson company just kept coming to the top of the list when I compared everybody else. When we were first looking at the idea of closing the store, my store manager was really pretty set against using a consultant, and mostly it was for financial reasons. Why do we want to pay that much to somebody to come in and do this when we can just do it ourselves? Well, the reality is we made so much more money using a professional like this. We exceeded our goals twofold. We did a year and a half's volume in 60 days. That's just not a year and a half's dollars, that's a year and a half's worth of invoices, ring sizings, job envelopes, handshakes. It was overwhelming. That would have never happened if we'd have tried to do it ourselves. The Wilkerson company has just way over the top exceeded my expectations in terms of their professionalism, their skill sets, their back office ability to get things done. The folks that they sent us to work in our store had this magic combination of jewelry skills, sales skills, marketing and advertising knowledge. They were just incredibly sharp people that really made me a lot of money in 2 months.